Welcome back to the Supercar Connection podcast.
For that car, and you don't have to lose any money on it?
Back in the stew, as you said.
Back in the stew. It keeps your soul alive. $3,000 a month, you get 75 miles for the year, and you're like, excuse me, sir?
$30,000 down. This episode is brought to you by Quality Collision Group.
After an accident, it's not just your car that gets thrown off track. It's your routine, your momentum, and your focus. That's why I recommend taking your vehicle to a Quality Collision Group owned shop. They are OEM certified shops, use exact parts and repair standards your car was built with. No shortcuts, no guesswork, just confidence restored. When it matters most, trust the experts. Find your quality approved shop today. Alrighty.
All right.
We're back, baby.
Yes. Hit the like button if you like our podcast.
Yeah.
That helps us a lot. Just more likes. So we appreciate it. Plus, there's always like 3 people that don't like it. So the higher percent we can have on our video, take 3 seconds.
Leave a comment.
We appreciate it. Today, Ferrari just came out with the 849 Testarossa. By the time this releases, it'll be like a week and a half, I think, ago. Dude, is Ferrari just, are they cooked?
Man,
to use the words of the children, are they
chopped?
Are they chopped, bro? Is Ferrari
Somebody
chopped?
said that to me the other day, chopped, and I looked at them and I was like, I'm officially old, dude.
That's the word.
Chopped. It really is.
I'm still saying cooked.
We just
I'm
got
cooked.
to cook.
Yeah, I'm chopped because I'm still saying cooked.
Is Ferrari chopped? I think they got one more shot, but they're damn near chopped.
One more shot?
They got one more shot. Like if they come out with whatever the next car is, because how much criticism have they heard? They have to have heard all the public criticism.
I can't tell you which, like the last time a car came out that everyone was on board with.
That's pretty fair.
Everything, and even like this car came out, I saw a bunch of polls. We ran a poll, people posting it, run polls on their posts or whatever. High on the negative.
Yeah, bad.
High on the like 80-20
bad
minimum split.
Bad.
So this isn't just us talking.
Yeah, guys.
This is 80% of a large sample size are saying the 849 chopped.
Well, I think the one thing is the fact that they didn't pay any homage to like the original design of the Testarossa or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Like the fins on the like the lower portion of the door, like the OG classic design.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything.
Cheese grater?
They didn't exactly the cheese grater. They didn't do anything. Like they didn't incorporate it at all.
They incorporated that in the SP3. Like the back of the SP3 is supposed to be like an homage to that. And then this car comes out, they make the front square, call it a day.
Like my biggest thing is like, okay, so if the argument is okay, they did it on the SP3, they were talking about a limited $9 million
also,
car.
like, did they really do it?
No, not
like
at
they
all.
put lines on the back.
Yeah,
they didn't really do it.
They didn't mean to do it for that.
Right.
I don't know, man. I think it's partly like them trying to figure out their new design language, but the fact that they didn't pay any homage is just sad.
Yeah,
It's
and this
really
is
sad.
the SF90 replacement.
Correct.
It's basically the SF90 rebodied, but instead of Lambo, who likes to rebody for a limited edition run of like 30, they just rebodied this car.
Yeah. I think it's got a very slight horsepower increase.
Does it?
I think it has like I remember reading it because I remember reading it expecting to see like 1,100 or 1,200, and I saw 10, I think like 8 or something like that, which I think the SF90 is like 10.5 or something like that. It's almost like not noticeable.
I don't know the exact. I didn't like pay attention to the specific numbers because all the articles I read just called it a rebodied SF90.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I low-key think it's 30 horsepower difference.
Mm-hmm.
It's really just a rebodied SF90.
But they just looked at the SF90 and said, this doesn't have a black bar across the front, and we need that on all of our cars now. So we need to redo this one, call it the Testarossa. Maybe the people will like it. But also, the only thing you should do, make this front square like it's a 1980s car, put a black bar across the front.
Yep. Make the rear quarters have like 2 different splits where you have like like a split diffuser in the back for aero.
And put a vertical bar on the side of the car.
Yep. That's probably I think that's the worst part.
It is, because a car design is supposed to flow from front to back. What breaks that up more than just a black vertical bar?
I don't think you guys understand. When Gavin says vertical, it's literally like a
rectangle.
vertical black bar. Like, when you can see something that's blacked out on like an old TV screen, just take that, turn it like this, slap it on the fender. That's what they did.
And the more I've seen the F80, the more I've gone, the more I think it looks kind of cool
Yeah.
as it moves and stuff. So I gave that car a lot of hate when it came out. I've warmed up to it a little bit. This one, I don't see the redemption.
I don't see it either. I think, okay, being fair, I think every car always looks worse on a render like debut. When you see it in person, it's going to look okay. Somebody's going to do something cool aftermarket. It'll make it look better. But in terms of just what they're putting out stock, Ferrari's pretty chopped, man.
Yeah, what are they doing?
I don't really know.
Do they just need a new designer? They parted ways with Pininfarina a while back. 458 was the last Pininfarina design car, I think.
Yeah, it was. It was.
And then they did okay for a minute.
They did okay.
They did okay. We got the LaFerrari's not a Pininfarina design, I don't think. The Pista sure isn't. Pista's like one of the...
It fits the era. Don't quote us, but it fits the era. I don't know if it is 100% though.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah, like the 488, cool. F8's not bad. 812 is mint.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. And then just everything after that was just terrible.
For real.
What's the car you hate? I don't even know the name of it. The new Roma replacement. I don't even know the name. That's how much I don't care about it.
Oh, the
one that you called
the Amalfi.
The Amalfi.
Yeah.
I don't
Amalfi
even
Coast.
know the name. That's how much I hate that car.
They just put the front of a Toyota onto a Roma and called it a day.
Amalfi, the 12-cylinder,
Mm-hmm.
the 849 Testarossa.
And look, I'm sitting outside the club, but I'm sitting at your table. Okay, he brought me in. He gave me a seat.
Yeah, we got bottle service.
Yeah.
You're still posting on IG.
Exactly.
You're still flexing.
I'm in tangentially, so I'm actually in the club.
Yes.
Just on a guest pass.
You're not like Joff outside the club hating. So that's a different.
I'm sitting at the table. I'm pouring my Tito's.
Yes.
You know, it's we're all good here. Like you said,
the best reference that you've ever made. Right?
It's on the gram, the whole nine.
Yes.
I am in the club. I'm hating inside the club.
Yes. That's their lineup though.
Yeah.
Amalfi, 12-cylinder, 849. Am I missing something?
The F8's still going.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we'll see an F8 replacement.
That's kind of like I say, that's their last shot, man. If they mess that one up, they got no backbone to lean on.
12-cylinder. You said that?
Yeah, I said that.
Okay.
Amalfi, 12-cylinder, 849.
Per Songway.
Pearl Songway. Forgot about that one.
Saw the first one I've seen like on just a regular road outside of Car
Pearl
Week because we
Songway,
see him driving on Car Week, but I saw one here
Right.
for the first time. Interesting.
Is it safe to say that the Pearl Songway is the nicest design out of all the new designs?
Maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think so. I think the 12-cylinder has potential, but I also think it's very spec dependent. Like I think if you murder that car out and you don't use the bar in the front design and you just make it all flow, it could be okay.
Right. It's still just like I don't know. It doesn't look like a Ferrari.
Not at all. Nothing looks like a Ferrari.
They look more like Aston Martins.
Yeah. I kind of see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
I kind of see it.
I mean, the Amalfi looks like a Jaguar.
It does. It does. Even the 849 interior, like I kind of see angles. You know what I tell you? Okay, guys, don't hate on me for this. You're gonna hate on me for this. The 849 interior, if you notice, they make it rather like look like a cockpit more. When Ferrari's been very traditionally like open center thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's like there's only one other company that really does like a cockpit style interior like that.
Corvette.
Yes. If you really look at it.
It's cockpit because it curves.
And it's got the whole shifter right where on the Corvette does. Like it's high shift right here, curves. It's like, again,
Gotcha.
the whole thing is
because Lambo always puts a fat thing in the middle.
But it's centered. It's centered.
Yeah.
Like it's not pointed. Like if you look at the Corvette and you look at this one, it's like it's cockpit almost pointed at the driver. Like literally like the passenger's over there and the driver's like, I got my controls, everything here. Just saying.
Interesting.
Just take a note. I'd take a page out of a Corvette's book there. But.
Well, your tidbit for today on the 849 is that 849. 8 is the number of cylinders. 49, it's 499 cubic centimeters per cylinder.
It's not bad.
So they really Easter egged that name with the engine specs.
Yeah, like the 458, the 4.5 liter flat plane crank V8.
And they've done a lot where it's like that.
Right.
The blank point blank whatever 296 2.9 liter 6-cylinder.
Yeah.
Like that's a common. But then they start getting creative. They're like, we can't do that again. So we're going to use the cubic centimeters of the individual cylinder and then combine that with.
I think, honestly, can I make a crazy take here?
Sure.
I think Ferrari feels the need to try to like push the envelope and change and do all this crap. If they just kept doing what they've been doing, I think people would have liked that a lot more.
Yeah.
Like, why are they doing such drastic changes? Like, I feel like they were the top of the game. Like back when like Pininfarina and all those cars, they were the peak,
Oh,
the top of the game.
by a mile.
And then they started changing, and now like they're drastically changing.
Mhm.
I don't know why they feel the need to
In
do
a weird
that.
direction.
Very weird direction.
Yeah.
Like Lambo stepped their game up, changed a lot. They needed to get there.
Mhm.
McLaren stepped their game up, changed a lot, needed to get there. Ferrari's like doing all this pivots, but they were the quote unquote king of the hill, and now they're pivoting all this for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why they feel the need to do that. If they just kept everything relatively simple, I feel like they would be doing 10 times better than they are now.
Like, look at the Revuelto. Put that next to the Testarossa.
Yeah, man, it's not even close now.
Hurts.
It's really not close now. Like, because what 812 Aventador used to be kind of like that big V12.
Mm-hmm.
Both have their angles, both have their nice cuts. Now it's like Lambo like design is above Ferrari.
Yeah.
Badly.
Yeah.
I think they have the F8 replacement opportunity to try to come with like a swinger. But if that one misses, man, they're going to have a full lineup of dog crap, and I don't know how that's going to be received really well.
Look, I don't like to call for the firing of anyone, but the head designer at Ferrari,
It's time.
it might be time.
It might be time. You got one shot.
Yes.
You got one shot left.
Send him to Jaguar, and let's get someone else into the mix.
Sending the Jaguar.
Jaguar needs all the help they can get.
Can I tell you? See, like, okay, thank you. Jaguar. That's a company that needed a drastic pivot. So
Yeah.
they gave it all they got.
They needed something.
Ferrari did not need to do that.
Mhm.
They were already doing everything right. Just
Yeah.
keep going in the direction that you're going. I don't know, man. It just frustrates me, man.
Which, speaking of Jaguar, not bad. The new ones, yes, bad.
Yes.
But the ones from the past 5 years have depreciated so heavily.
And now they're sitting at pretty decent,
Like,
decent buy points.
not bad cars,
Not at all.
but no one bought them. No one wanted them. No one still wants them. And it's like, it's nice cars.
They're not bad. They're
Yeah.
definitely not bad. I think they had like a little bit of problems in the beginning, like similar to like most of those cars. But now I think they've like a lot of the cars that are on the market have gone through the problems. They've been fixed, and now they're just relatively solid cars.
Like, I sent you that F-Pace SVR.
Nice car.
Sweet.
Sweet car.
54,000?
54 is like cheap, which is
54,000.
crazy
That car has 575 horsepower.
for $54,000.
And it's got a Range Rover interior.
Yeah, it's foreign. You're driving a 550 something horsepower. Would you say 570 what?
575.
575 foreign for 50 grand.
Yeah.
Think about that.
With like a Range Rover Sport interior
That is so mint.
for 54 grand.
That is so mint. I think again,
Supercharged.
I wonder how those cars are going to go. Because if Jaguar, let's just say Jaguar takes this pivot and it doesn't work out, they plummet. It's bad. Demand is terrible. Company's just really not doing well. Do you think those cars will appreciate?
Not necessarily. I don't know how much that affects it.
Yeah, it might not. It might even be hindering of it a little bit. But I know like again, I don't know why they need, because I do agree with you. Their demand was never high, even though they were solid cars. That's why they're making such a drastic pivot. But again, this all electric look, like that thing just looks like a piece of gum on freaking wheels is what it looks like.
Well, they're at the end of the day, they're a luxury brand in the way of BMW, Mercedes, Audi, but those three brands became so strong that they just couldn't compete anymore. No one looked at Jaguar as a BMW competitor.
Not at all.
Like, oh, am I going to go get a 5 Series or an XF? I'm going to go get a 5 Series, you know?
Every day.
Why would I go get the XF that's going to lose all of its value? Everyone tells me it's going to have a ton of problems. Like, they were just dead in the water.
I agree. I also think the cars, as much as they're nice, I don't think they drive as quite as well as the rest of those brands. So that does play a little bit of a role. It's just one of those things, man, where like if you know ball, you know some of those cars are pretty nice, but like at the end of the day, that brand is, again, it's kind of like they got one more shot. It's this rebrand, and if it doesn't work, that car they might go bankrupt, and we might not see no more Jaguars.
For real.
It's gonna be really bad.
But even on top of like the SVR that I sent you, I was looking at XFs because the XF is like the 5 Series, I think. Yeah. Nice car. Still like Range Rover type interior, like same company, same brand, pretty much. Not brand, sorry. Same company.
Right.
Owns them all. So you're looking at the interior, very, very Range Rover, right?
Extremely.
And those cars were like, I think they're like $60,000 cars just because they couldn't sell them for more.
Right.
And you can go get one with like barely anything for low 40s. And you're driving like a Range Rover interior 5 Series, essentially.
Right. For low 40s.
Yes.
It's not bad, man.
And I'm talking like, I mean, unless I'm just totally misremembering, I'm talking like 5,000 miles.
There's no way.
I'm serious.
There's no way, dude.
I'm serious. It's not a bad buy.
Should we consider it?
I mean, I'm not in the market for that type of car. That's the problem. But if you're in the market for a sedan,
you're good. This one. I won't move then. You're good. Thing, it'll mess it up. All right, no worries, lad.
All right.
I gotta be quiet then. I gotta not move around so much. It's probably that's a very nice way of her saying it's I'm the one causing the camera.
You got heavy feet.
I do have heavy feet.
It is what it is.
I won't move around. I'm chilling right now. Back to what we were talking about.
So Ferrari's got one shot.
They got one more shot. That's it. Because again, I think this car is already a flop. Like I think it's the way that the car is already received by the masses. Granted, masses versus buyers is a different thing.
Right.
I think again,
there's a group of buyers that will buy it because they have to.
They have to.
They got to.
They have to.
They have to. They've got no choice.
Dude, imagine being in the middle. Okay, imagine this. Okay, you are in your mid-20s back in 2010, 2011. Okay, you're striving. You're like, all right, I got to start making some money. I want some of these cool Ferraris coming out. I got to start playing the game. I need to get all this bread, right? Now, all of a sudden, it's like circa 2015, 2016. You're now just creeping into your early 30s. You're making bread. You're living life. All right, I'm finally in a financial position to play the Ferrari game, right? Then you spend the next couple of years buying up everything. You're finally in the game. All right, now I'm in the mix. And all of a sudden, we get this new lineup of cars right when you spend all this money to get in the mix. And they're like, all right, if you want an F80, you got to buy a Amalfi, you got to buy a Roma, you got to buy a Pearl, you got to buy a 12-cylinder, you got to buy a 849. Could you imagine playing that game right now? No car is worth the game right now.
And not just no car, but it's like they're going to put a V6 in front of me and that's the car that that's the car I'm striving for.
Think about that. The SP3 might be the only thing that's worth it for it. But then that's a long shot.
And it's so funny because even amongst, as much as you guys might not believe it, we've talked to lots of people with a ton of money who are either in this sort of market or have friends that are in this sort of market.
Correct.
And I see it as pretty split. Like we hear a lot of these guys, they're over it. They don't want that car. They don't want like these new cars that are coming out, but they feel like they have to keep doing it just to stay in the club and stuff like that. And then you hear the other side of it when they're like, that's not true at all. These people, they're above your pay grade. And It's like, well, I mean, we're talking to people in the pay grade. We're not just making this stuff up. We're not just saying things from nothing. But there's a lot of people still defending it and still talking about how fired up they are about it. And they're touting the F1. They drank the Kool-Aid, or they are trying to protect their position in the club.
I think it's a protect the position in the club type of thing. Because I think anybody in there can't look around and go, like, you know that little meme of the dog sitting in the chair and everything's on fire? And he's like, this is fine. That's what they're like right now. Everything's burning and they're like, no, I'm here. It's fine. This is fine. I did a lot to get right here and we're going to stick this through. Tell you, they got one more shot. If the F8 replacement or new body style or what, if they're smart, not a replacement, do a refresh of the body and just keep it pushing.
I guess what's the replacement right now? Just Lambo?
In terms of what? Like this, what do you mean?
All these Ferrari buyers.
Oh, like where are they going to pivot to?
Are they just going to Porsche?
Don't say that.
They kind of are, though.
Don't you say that right now.
But are they?
You know that, Sebas? You don't say that. No, they might be, dude. They might be. Because now I think Porsche
got to go somewhere.
Game. Yeah, Porsche's playing the same game now to a certain degree. You want a 3RS at sticker? That's when it comes. It's not going to be at sticker. You got to buy.
That's the crazy part.
That's the worst part. Because Porsche doesn't have control of their dealers. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I don't know exactly how much Ferrari has control of their dealers, but I think they have a better grip on everything comparative to Porsche. Because they're literally like, there's people getting allocations at sticker, actually pulling it off, driving the car for 1,000 miles, then getting paid 30 over so that the dealer can flip it for 60. And then they're going to tap that person again and flip it for 100. There's someone I know that just bought a PTS, like a purple. I don't know the color because I'm not a Porsche weirdo, but there's a PTS purple. Guess how much he paid for a 24 3RS? A 24. It has like maybe let's call it 2,000 miles for a PTS purple. Guess.
100 over?
So that right now, what's those MSRPs? Like high 2s, almost 3s, right?
I mean, if it was PTS and stuff, it was probably over 3.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what they sticker at.
470. Like this, we're talking like within the week, someone just paid someone I personally know just paid 470 for
Wow.
a PTS 3RS with miles.
Wow.
PTS 3RS with miles. I'm sure it was loaded, like Weesh, the whole 9, blah, 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 but 470 in today's market. And I think the overall car market has gone up. Supercar market.
It seems like it. Yeah,
it very much seems like.
Seems like it. Every time I've looked at it.
There's no worse feeling than looking at a car you want, knowing the price, head down work, checking back and going, what the heck happened? Why is everything 30 grand more than what it was?
Yeah.
That is the worst feeling on the planet. 720S Spider did that to me. It pissed me off so much.
There is no doubt. I've seen that in pretty much almost every car.
Right. Everything
has gone up, and that's part of it. So,
but why? Is there a logical reason why the market's going up right now?
It's a cyclical market. I just know there's been so many times I look at the market and go, wow, everything seems low. Like everything's come down.
Cheap.
Right?
But when I bought my A12, everything was kind of cheap.
So that's almost the question is like, is it up relatively from where it was a few months ago? It's up.
Right.
But is it just like, were things low then and now it's normal?
Right.
I don't know exactly, but it's always kind of going up and down. And there's times when you're looking at the market and you can see the market has come down. Everything seems cheap compared to what the prices have been in the past year.
Right. That's
when you buy your car.
Yes.
Like you got your A12 at the perfect time.
Perfect time.
Now everything's back up. So you go out and buy the car today. Like now's not a great time to go buy a supercar.
No.
Because that $20,000 swing on a 600 LT may disappear by February.
Easily. But now we have, again, sometimes people talk about like broad span economics directly with the supercar market. It's different buyers. So like you can't treat the average day data to like a supercar buyer. But rates tomorrow, they're supposed to drop. When we're filming this, guys. Tomorrow, they're supposed to drop. September 17th, they're supposed to drop.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah. So again, if rates start coming down and money is cheaper to borrow, the market might keep going up a little bit.
Maybe.
Because now lending power becomes a little bit easier. So
sure.
Monthly payments, what someone could get for 4, now they can get what used to be 5.5 for 4 now.
That drastic?
Not that, but like let's call it $1,000 maybe. Let's call it next spring, we end up doing a full point cut. So like they do 0.25 tomorrow, they do 0.25 by the end of the year, they do 0.25 in the first quarter of January, February, and then 0.25 in spring. That's a full bias point. I think that's about $1,000 in lending terms. Damn, sorry.
I felt that.
Sorry. That was loud. That was thing. My bad. All right. I won't do it again.
I see it now.
I won't do it again.
At least you're talking. So
Yes.
the camera's on you when that happens. We don't see.
Thank goodness. So that's my key. Whenever I want to switch my feet, I just got to start blabbering and then make a shit.
Yeah, get the camera on you so mine doesn't shake.
Yes. $1,000.
$1,000.
So think about it. The market might just
if we get
a full bias point from where we're at now, like $1,000 buying power will change. So what was 5 will be like 4. So I think the market, again, that might translate. Bias point, base point, whatever you want to call it. Bias, base, rate cut, whatever you want to call it.
0.25 4 times. They're talking about that?
They're right now. So back like a month ago, it was very expected to have a 0.5 cut. But after CPI came in with month over month, like 0.1% higher, which is not drastic, the market is expecting 0.25. They might do 0.5 tomorrow. I don't think they are. It's expecting 2.5.
But you think they're looking at it and going, okay, well, once the like tariff ripple effects actually start to take place in the market and things start going up, if we also slash rates at the same time, we're going to see crazy inflation.
I agree. So that was my exact hypothesis a month ago, because in August, when they did the FOMC meeting in August, they were talking about the fact that they're looking to cut rates, but they need data to support it. So everybody was gung-ho on rates getting cut. And I was like, yo, CPI that just came in August is July CPI. People forget that it's a month prior. Tariffs came in August 1st. So I was saying when the September CPI drops for August, it's going to show inflation high, and they're not going to do anything drastic. I was semi-wrong. It came in 0.1% higher. I was expecting like 0.3, 0.5. It came in like that.
Yeah.
So now I think
that's still the immediate effect.
I agree. I think it's still, that's why my true opinion, if we're going to talk about this a little bit, my opinion is they're going to do 0.25 because they need to do a little cut just to kind of ease everything. They're going to do a cut, and then they're going to go, all right, we're going to wait a month. Let's see what happens. If it continues to kind of mellow out, we can do another 0.25. But if we get any spike, rates are going to stay flat for like 6-month period.
We're going to do a 0.25 cut. You're going to go to the grocery store. Your pound of ground beef is going to be $15.
And then they can't do any more cuts.
And then they're stuck.
Correct. So I think they're going to soften a little bit because Trump's putting all this pressure on them to do it too. And like the data does kind of show it. We kind of need it. But at the same time, if inflation starts skyrocketing, we're cooked. Because now we got stagflation, and that's really bad.
We're chopped.
We as United States citizens are chopped.
Big chopped.
It's
Big
really
chopped.
bad.
Yeah.
But home values might start going up.
Gotta start burying my acorns.
It's bad. Because the biggest problem is if we're going to spend 5 minutes, you got me going now, we have to spend at least 5 minutes. The housing market's dead.
Yeah.
Dead. In terms of like I think I read a statistic that there's a higher influx of sellers in the market than back when 2008 was happening. And again, like mortgage delinquencies are at their highest point since 2008. Automotive delinquencies, we can talk about that. Auto delinquencies are as high as 2008, which is like not a good sign whatsoever. I just think there's
expensive.
Everything's expensive. Like think about what's the average car payment now? $800 a month.
Well, what's the average age of a home buyer? 65.
72 probably.
I think like no cap. I think it's like 65.
The average age of a home buyer.
Yeah.
That is so bad, man.
And it used to be 35.
That is so bad.
Like it's gone up from, I don't know, decades ago. The average age of the home buyer has increased 30 years.
Think about that.
It's this. So the same people that were the average age 30 years ago are the same people buying homes today.
That's it.
So all those people have now bought all their homes.
Because they bought a home at one point and that home went up a bunch. So they sold it and they bought another home now.
Right. And they've all done their transfer in the last 5 years or whatever. And now they're like, all right, who else is going to keep buying the houses? And all the normal people are like, we literally can't.
We cannot afford it.
So,
and the average age of a supercar owner has dropped drastically as well. Like I think it was like mid 50s, and now it's like mid 30s.
Right, they flipped.
They completely flipped.
Yeah,
I think because again, some people are like, I can't buy a house. I could probably afford a Ferrari. Let's screw it. Let's just get a Ferrari.
I think there's a way higher rate of young people with money.
Yeah. Extremely.
But at the end of the day, you're talking about such a small percentage of the population compared to when you're aggregating the entire housing market.
I agree.
So,
and young people are like, again, young people.
The cars are more accessible. 100%. You can finance them.
Yeah. And again,
internet millionaires.
How people make money, sometimes having that car helps them make money when you're young rather than owning a home.
Yeah.
So I think it's just one of those things where like when the home used to be a demand has trickled down. Because again, even apartment living is better than it probably has ever been prior. Like some of these new super complexes, like I'm someone who rents right now. Okay. I rent. Partly why I do it, and I've had an argument.
But you own stuff.
Correct. I own investment property, so it's a little differently. So like everyone yells at me, you got to buy a house, start blah, blah, blah.
Like I've bought houses.
Yeah, I was like, let's calm down here, okay? For the rent I pay, for the security I have, the parking spaces I have, and the ease of like something breaks, put in a request, it gets fixed, doesn't cost anything, done. I don't have to think about it. If I had a home and like a home, everything would be on me. I have to worry about everything, property taxes, insurance, the whole nine. I prefer it right now. A couple of years from now, different. But right now, renting is perfect because also just what you can get for your money of renting compared to 20 years ago. Look, think about apartment complexes 20 years ago. They were nothing like today.
I don't know what an apartment complex looked like 20 years ago.
They didn't look. It looks like when you pass by an apartment complex, you go, "That's outdated." That was prime time back 20 years ago.
They didn't have IMT just throwing up brand new units. Huh?
Nope. The what is it called? The what's the place that we always joke about? The big apartment complex all the rich kids lived in.
I don't know.
The one that we were talking about at SMU. What's the name?
Oh, the Omni?
Yeah, they didn't have the Omni 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like the Omni wasn't just
The residences at the Omni?
Yeah, they weren't just popping up 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's a whole different. The landscape has changed.
And what are they called? The one. What do you know? What's your complex?
Camden.
Camden.
There's a bunch of them. There's we were in Dallas. I passed
Avalon.
Camden.
I'm thinking Avalon.
Avalon. Yeah.
Avalon has some doors.
Absolutely. Those are they popping things up, and there's freaking what, like 300 doors in those complexes sometimes.
Dude, at least, and they're everywhere.
They're disgusting.
I don't know. They're out. They're more than just here, right?
Yeah. Camden is too. It's the whole countrywide. We were driving in Dallas. I saw Camden.
I'm pretty sure saw Avalon.
I was like, what the heck?
Avalon's everywhere.
Well, so think about it. So now you have those chain of places where like people are like, think about what rent is to live in somewhere like that in Dallas, where again, we're service requests. Don't worry about it. $2,500 a month for a 2-bedroom, maybe $3,000, nothing.
Yeah.
Or
but in Dallas,
$7,000.
People our age are starting families and want a house.
Yeah. But what's the average? So now let's see this, because property tax in Dallas is what? 2%? It's right there.
At least.
What's the average mortgage in Dallas? I'm curious to know that statistic. Because I know that rent's a lot cheaper, but I also know that buying is cheaper, but it's not like it's drastically cheaper than
last time I ran the numbers on like a house we would get, I want to say we would pay anywhere from like 12 to 15 a year in property tax.
Okay. So like add 1,000 onto something.
Basically.
Okay. That's not extremely terrible.
Mm-hmm.
LA's a lot softer. Just I think part of the problem is like everybody wants to live in a giant metropolitan city, and most of those places, real estate, like people forget prior to COVID, like you could actually used to see a drastic change in property value from city to city. Like again, I know this because when we were in college together, I used to look at Miami houses and apartments all day long. Miami has gotten to a point where it is just as expensive, if not sometimes more, than LA. Back before COVID, that was not a thing. Like it was 50% cheaper in Miami property-wise
back
than
before
LA.
Internet kids,
correct. Internet wave, COVID, all that crap. Miami was legitimately half the price. Like anything that was $900K in LA was $500,000 in Miami.
COVID's the perfect causation, doesn't mean correlation there.
Correct. It's
right around that time when all the internet kids boomed.
Yep.
And everything's crazy expensive.
I remember because it pissed me off because I went to go look at the similar apartment I wanted, and instead of seeing it for $2,000, it was $4,500. And I was like, bro, when did this double and a half?
It's crazy.
It pissed me off tremendously. But like even talking about auto loan delinquency, I think that stat is a little skewed because we're talking about like the average person. Supercar buyers, I don't doubt that delinquencies are higher, but still, I don't think it's anything drastically off the charts.
Yeah, I'm sure it's different.
It's different. Because I'm sure that auto loan delinquency goes into purchases, correct? There's no stat on leases.
I don't know.
I wonder if the stat on leases is higher.
That's a good question.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Like think about I wonder what is the delinquency rate between supercar purchases and supercar leases? I would love if someone can find that stat out. If you guys know that stat or look it up for me while I'm talking, you guys watching this, comment it down below, please.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome.
There's no way you look it up before.
Huh?
There's no way you're going to look it up before this episode comes out.
No, I'll let them do it.
Yeah.
I'll let them do it.
Put it in the comments. We'll reference it back again.
Yeah, because again, now we have this new wave of people buying supercars. So a lot of these people overextend themselves. We've heard horror stories. You guys watching the show have heard horror stories of people buying these cars. And most of them are leases because that's the only way they got qualified in the first place.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you supercar lease delinquency is probably as high as it's been because it's also the highest quantity it's ever had prior to this.
Can I say something?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you hear some crazy stories on this show.
Absolutely.
We've told some crazy stories of things that happen in this world. And I just want to tell you, we don't make anything up. If anything, there are crazier stories
that we can't talk
that
about.
We're not allowed to tell.
Yes.
It is ridiculous. So when you hear a crazy story, we don't have to make anything up. There is a plethora of content of stories that we've heard and we know about. And occasionally it might be exaggerated because it's, this person told this person who's now telling us. We may get a slightly exaggerated version that you hear. But at the end of the day, crazy stuff happens. I got accused of something maybe not being real that I said on our reel.
Which one?
And they're
was
like, when I was
Remember?
talking about the Aston Martin I saw listed that had on the show, I said I saw an Aston Martin list was like 6,500 miles and had a little hole in the
Yeah,
driver's side carpet.
I remember this. You sent me the listing. I remember seeing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I had misremembered because I was just pulling that out. It was a 570, not an Aston Martin.
I would say I think it was a McLaren. if I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
mistaken.
I look at Vantages and 570s the most, so that's why I just got them mixed up. I knew it was one of the two, and I said Aston, but it was a 570 with 8,500 miles and has a hole in the carpet. I sent you the listing. I went back and pulled it up again. I need to like make a reel about it because someone was like, "This probably isn't even real." They always have the craziest stories, and I'm like, "Our stories are legit."
Marco, if you're watching this,
I'm not making this stuff up.
we're not gonna walk by what you just said though. I'm not letting you skate by.
What?
Did you just say you look at Vantages and 570s the most? What are you doing looking at the 570 market so much?
Don't worry about
You
it.
just gave yourself up right now. Why are you looking at that market so heavily?
Don't worry about it.
What do you mean? Don't worry about it. Gavin is trying to sell himself if it's okay to get a 570.
It is okay to get a 570.
You've sold yourself already.
What's wrong with it?
I'm not saying anything wrong with it. This is the first time that I'm hearing about it on the show. So let's talk about it. Does somebody want a 570?
I mean, it's possible.
Okay, what does that mean? Tell me. I haven't looked. What's the market like?
The market is like,
This is development for me. So this is, you guys are seeing this happen
well,
live on the show.
I'd want a Spider, so let's call it 140.
Okay, that what the Spider market goes for.
Yeah,
What kind of mileage?
140 to 150, which also at the same time we're kind of chopped because I've seen Spiders up to like 170
Really?
because the 600 LT floated up past 200,
Oh yeah, and it creeped.
and the 570s have kind of followed suit as a result
Right.
because that's how that works. So I was seeing 570 Spiders from like 550 or 150 to 170, which is crazy.
What mileage point are we looking at? Like that 140, 150 range?
Like 15 to 20.
15, 20K, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, like the
different-
lowest end, you're looking at like 30K miles,
Right.
which is probably right sub 140. Now you're looking at the higher mileage. I'd probably be in today's market closer to 150, but I'm
Okay.
kind of assuming that the market will hopefully pull back some.
Yeah, and you can get a deal too.
You can get a
You
deal
can get a
too.
deal,
Exactly.
I'm saying.
Exactly.
Anything that's 150, you can get for 142 and a half
Yeah.
easily.
Or you go to the next guy.
Yeah, 100%. There's a lot. I mean, imagine the 570s. There's a lot on the market, no? Or a
decent
lot
amount,
compared
a decent
to the
amount.
rest of the market.
Yeah. But it's funny what you just said because there are some dealers today that are like, nope, we're a no haggle dealership. The price is the price. We don't negotiate at all. And you're like, are you sure? Like, yep, that's it. And you're like, okay. I guess I'll go to the next guy unless you just really have the car that I have to have. But I've seen a lot more of that, the no haggle people.
It's so to comment on that. I think there's two things. One, a lot of the dealers are backed by their own pockets or bank pockets, stuff like that. So when they own their inventory, no floor lines, they have the power to sit on it because it's like there's no interest on it. Obviously, they want to turn their money, but if they're like at the end of the day, like, hey, I'm in it for this. I don't really care. It is what it is. And again, people don't know how to buy cars today, man. There's a huge market. People are just uneducated how to do it. There's somebody that will walk in there and go, hey, cars at 150, I want 145. They're like, nope. And they're like, I tried. Here's my 150. There's too many people just subduing to these dealers because, again, they think that the dealer holds the power. The dealer needs you. You cannot forget that. You're the one purchasing what they have. It's sad.
Those guys will leave you on red.
Yeah, bad. Or they'll say, I'll call you back. They never follow up. It's terrible. It's the saddest
I had
thing
a
ever.
sales guy send me 3 laughing emojis when I sent him an offer.
He did not.
And again, someone's going to be like, you're making this up. I am dead serious.
He sent you 3 actual laughing emojis?
Yes, that was it. That was the response.
How bad? What was your offer?
Like a couple grand under. It was back when I was buying my Vantage. There was one listed at like 54, and I was like, there's no way. Maybe I'd throw out like 50,
Right.
you know, like less than 10%.
Right.
And
Yeah, less than 10%. Really think about what we're talking about here.
literally just responded with 3 laughing emojis.
Think about that.
And then followed it up with, we're a no haggle dealer. We don't, or it just was like, we don't accept offers. We're a no haggle dealer. And I was like, and you're going to laugh at me?
Think about that.
That's going to be your start? Not, hey, I don't know if you know this, but we don't have negotiations. The price is the price. We don't take offers.
Right.
Let me laugh at you first for throwing an offer at my car. Now I'm going to tell you we don't take offers.
Bro, I'm very happy that happened to you.
By the way, do you still want the car for 54? GTFOH, baby.
Gavin, if that happened to me, dude, I would again, I'm vengeful to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Especially with people like that. Because again,
I
think
know
about
it.
what we're talking about here.
Trust me, if it was today, I'd figure out the guy's name.
Yeah. We would go after them.
Screenshots. That is ridiculous.
Think about that. Think about it. We blow them
3
on social
laughing
media.
emojis.
That's sad. You would blow them on socials.
Mhm.
I would break their kneecaps in real life, and everything would be fine.
Yeah.
We have nothing to worry about.
In what world is in car sales, is that okay?
Think about it.
In any sales.
You know what it is? I think partly like the sentiment has changed. And again, I think there's a certain degree of buyers that are uneducated. There's probably a couple more buyers that are a little bit more educated, but I think it's the dealers are trying to swing power back in their favor where they're just like, no, it is what it is. It becomes less of, again, customer service is gone. So there's not a customer service. It's almost like we're enemies now.
Yeah.
Like we have to argue and battle over this.
Right.
Bro, you have the car. You want to sell it. I want to buy it. I just don't want to pay that full retail price. Work
Right.
with me here. I know you have margin on the car here.
Also, this is a yellow Aston Martin that you've had listed for 10 months.
10 months and he laughed at you?
Yes.
Oh, bro. I'd smack his ass. You got to be kidding me. 10 months.
I'm serious.
Okay, 2 weeks you did that. Haha, yeah, I get it. Still a good offer, whatever. 10 months? That's like seeing a piece of real estate
And
listed.
someone is going to think I'm making this story up
100%.
because of how ridiculous it is that someone would do that
And the yellow Aston Martin.
in any sort of in any sort of professional setting. Like, I consider myself a professional, and a customer contacts me.
You are a professional.
And I'm going to laugh at them.
Think about that.
It's different when you're on Facebook Marketplace and someone offers you, 45 cash on a car you have listed for 60. That guy's not serious.
Correct.
I was throwing out a serious offer on a car.
Less than 10%.
It is wild.
Your discount was less than 10%. That's a serious offer.
Yeah, you know me.
Yeah.
I'm not Mr. Aggressive offer. So
You gave
I'm
a
like,
very reasonable offer.
yeah, I'm like, hey, I did my homework here. I'm looking at this. This is what I want to spend. Here's my offer.
Think about that.
We don't accept offers. Nice try, kid.
I'm assuming that guy was probably like in his late 40s, maybe.
It's over text.
Probably. I think that's part of the problem too. Like most of these guys, these car salesmen, no trash talking to any of these young guys that are car salesmen. You're a young guy, you're hustling, you're slanging whips, you got a sales job because you have no cap. You're doing your thing. You're in your 40s or 50s and you're doing this. Brother, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's sad. Part of these guys just hate their lives, bro, to work in.
There's like, I want buyers who want the car for the price, and I don't have to do or think anything of it.
Think about this. I'm going to walk you through something, all right? You're in your late 40s, okay? You've been in a car salesman for 20 years. You deal with so much crap and everything else between, okay? Then you work your way up. Let's say you start working at a Lambo dealer, right? And all of a sudden, a 20-year-old kid, dancing emojis, comes and buys a freaking Revuelto from you. And you're just sitting there like, you watch that enough time happens, that eats your soul alive. You watch a 20-year-old kid buy an $800,000 car that you had to sell him, and you're just like, am I really been doing this for 25 years? And I just watched a kid that can't even legally drink just buy a car that's worth more than my house.
How crazy is
Think
that?
about that. Like that would destroy you inside.
It eats at my soul a little bit.
Think about it. And this guy's probably dedicated his life to this career.
Right.
And this kid can't even legally drink. He just bought a car worth more than that guy's house. I would off myself, bro.
I've dedicated my life to getting in a position to own supercars. Meanwhile, this kid that doesn't even really care about cars just made a ton of money on TikTok Shop and bought my dream car.
Yep. From me. Think about that. And he probably texted me a bunch of crap. He said I was chopped. I didn't even know what that meant. Think about it. Again, the world has completely
Can you do it
flipped.
10K under? This car's kind of chopped.
We should make some videos like that, some negotiation deals like that.
Bro, it's wild. I don't even know. I wish I have my text messages set to delete after 6 months, auto, or else my phone would just fill up.
That's a good idea.
Otherwise, I wish I could go back and find that message, but it's gone.
You do that 6 month thing?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a psychopath. I have texts from 2021 still.
I don't know how. My phone, I would have no storage on my phone if I did that. I don't know how you have storage. You go back and clear stuff out?
Just depends on what I need to clear out. But I got some old text
Mine
messages.
and my text message alone has to be 20 gigs on your phone.
Easily. Oh, dude, I keep receipts though. That's why I keep receipts. You're like, oh, you didn't say that?
I know that's my problem. I threw my receipts out. No scan.
No,
I don't have the laughing emoji recorded.
I got them. You want to talk crap? You didn't say that? You said that. So here you go. I've keeping 2021 receipts. How did we even get on this far of a topic? We were talking about Ferrari being chopped. How did we get all the way over here?
Dude, so much has happened.
That's very true.
We talked about rate cuts, the housing market.
Yeah, we took a left turn.
And then we got to searching for the 570s and blah, blah, blah.
I caught you. I can't believe you tried to sneak that in on me like that.
I don't know.
Things
got to happen, all right? Things got to happen.
I understand. Because
So
here's the problem with 570s. Not the problem. Like the thing is, for that price, that car, and again, I'll say this one thing. From some of the guests we've had and people who own those cars, I haven't heard a lot of negative things about those cars. Simeon spoke highly of his. Eric still has his and loves his.
He speaks very highly of that car.
So, like, in all reality, I'm not mad at you. I'm just mad that I didn't know until right now in the episode. But
you didn't know, huh?
You'd never. I mean, we've talked about you looking at McLarens.
I was kind of sending you a couple listings. You didn't take a hint.
It's always been 600 LT or
650S.
650S.
Yeah, I mean the 650S still there.
It is.
Honestly, 650S is probably more likely because you can get a lower mileage than the 570 in a Spider. Like the 650S Spider market is like 20K under the 570, I want to say.
Under the 570 Spider market.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer.
Like you can get a lower miles 650 for like 140.
I like the front ends on the 650s way more than the 570s. I said it.
Yeah.
The front ends.
Oh, same.
The rear?
The P1 front end?
The P1 front end, smooth.
I still like the rear.
I think the rear is okay, but I think if I had to compare it to the 570, the rear of the 570 looks better. The front of the 650
The 650S is also more car.
Way more car, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Older tech, but more car.
Yeah. More horsepower, older tech. You get the active suspension components. So you just got to make sure. I want to say replacing all actuators on a 650 is like a $5,000 job.
All of them?
Yeah, maybe 6,000.
Better than 720.
Still a 6K job you got to do at some point.
It's not bad. It's one of those things. Again, I think like some of these cars become such bargains, but really think what we're talking about. The fact that the 570 is still there. We were talking about 570s being at 160, 170.
Oh, they've always been there.
4 years.
They've literally been there forever.
Floor is just ridiculous on that car. You can probably buy that right now at 140 and you're good.
Yeah.
That car is not dropping.
Now might be a tough, with the market up, it might be a tough time to buy it. But if you bought a 570 in March, you are in a solid position.
You've put 10K miles. You haven't lost a dime on your
Drive that car 2 years, put 10,000 miles
You're
on
chilling.
it. You're going to sell it for pretty much what you bought it for.
And there's people still going out and leasing Arturas in this market.
That's tough.
That's so bad.
I like the car. It's just...
The Artura?
Yeah, you're signing up for 100K minimum loss.
Just burning on fire.
I mean, the lease deals, as great as they are, come out to be over $100,000.
As great as they are.
Right.
They're so ass.
Right. Everyone's like, oh, it's a great lease deal. It's only $3,000 a month and to get a brand new McLaren. And you're like, have you ran the numbers?
Yeah, have you actually done the math?
Have you calculated how much money you're giving that dealership for this car?
For the mileage. What always gets me is the mileage.
Yeah,
like,
5,000 miles a year.
Not even something like, hey, $3,000 a month. You get 75 miles for the year. And you're like, wait, excuse me, sir?
$30,000 down. Let's not forget that.
Bro, it's so bad.
It is crazy.
Bo over at Gar would text me sometimes with the Artura specials, and he's like, dude, fling a deal. And like, I love Bo. So like sometimes I gotta text him. I'm like, brother, don't tell me this is a banging deal, my man. You can't brainwash me. I promise.
I know. I've saying you see it on like Instagram. This is a crazy deal. You're like, says who?
Yeah, all the Armenian brokers are going crazy trying to slang those to like other Armenians. Like, crazy deal, crazy deal. Like, brother, it's not a crazy deal. But all of a sudden, you get an Armenian and a little $2,500 a month Artura. It's not bad.
Right, but $2,500 a month.
You know who got a good lease deal recently?
Times 36 is 90 grand. That's just the start. Almost all those, when I would see those deals, 30K down.
Easily.
So you're at 120.
Yep.
Over 3 years.
Yep.
Even if it's 20K down, you're at 110. Even if it's zero down, you're at $90,000. over 3 years.
Think about that.
How many supercars are you going to buy? You go and buy the right supercar. What are the chances you're going to lose $90,000? And this is the low end.
Yeah.
The lowest end.
Think about that.
This is the crazy deal.
That's so sad. You know who got a decent lease deal the other day? Or I guess not decent, but when he told me, I was like, that doesn't sound terrible.
Who?
Elias. He got a turbo. He got a 2023.
Yeah, but is this like actual lease?
It's Porsche
from
financial
Porsche?
lease. Yeah.
It is?
Yeah. So he got, trust me, I when he said it, I was like, really?
But it's a used car lease.
It is a used car lease.
So it's, I'm interested in how they do that.
Yeah. Again, Porsche financial. So I believe he put, I think it was like 25 down. I want to say like 7,500 miles a year for $2,400 a month for 2 years on a Turbo S. I think that's not terrible. In retrospect, granted, I think any lease is to agree not the best, but
25 down.
25
$2,400 a month.
$2,400 a month, 2 years, 7,500 miles a year. If I'm not mistaken. Might have been more. It might have been like 10. It was something surprising. I went, really? They gave you that many?
So plus 25 down.
Yeet.
82 grand to drive a Turbo S for 2 years. If you buy a Turbo S, are you going to lose 85 grand?
Not at all. But he would come out of pocket right now to buy a turbo.
80 grand.
Yeah, about 80 grand.
So that's the deal.
That's the slang.
I can come out 80, drive this car for 2 years, sell it for 20,000 less than I bought it for, include interest. Maybe I'm 30K under when I get out of the car.
Yeah, because he'll pay down principal.
Or I lease it and I'm 80K out.
Over 2 years.
Over 2 years. But I only have to put down 25. I tie up less money, but I spend 3 times as much.
Correct. When you're a 22-year-old kid, it's not bad.
But that's the numbers.
It's crazy. When
3 times more over 2 years.
It's pretty crazy.
To lease versus buy in order to tie up less cash.
It's kind of like one of those things where you really think about it, like when being patient kind of pays off, but like that's like, okay, you don't want to be patient to get the 80 grand to do it the right way. You can have it for this.
You can have it.
But you're going to end up
pay a fat premium.
More.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, again, people play on emotional reaction, desire, like Elias, like I want that car. I'm 22. I want a drop top Turbo S.
And I can afford it.
Yep. Afford it.
I can afford it.
I can afford it.
I can make that payment.
Correct. Can I tell you, this might be my hot take, but I've done enough research to be firm on this stance.
Sure.
Can I tell you what I think the best car on the market is right now? Gavin McDaniel. Supercar Connection listeners.
What is the best car in the market right now?
Rolls-Royce Wraith.
Really?
Yep.
That's the best on the market.
I think that is the best car to buy, put 10K miles on, keep value.
Explain yourself.
All right. So, Rolls-Royce Wraith, I'm going to try to do this without shaking the camera because I'm going to talk about it, so I got to get my stance up a little bit. All right.
Rolls-Royce sad we Wraith. Missed that one, by the way.
Trust me. So am I. One that looks pretty similar just went from sold to pending sale. So I think that one might drop out. But that one, instead of having the chalk with the black down, it's just all white, but same interior, that like blue interior. I'll send it to you after.
Okay.
So Rolls-Royce Wraith, okay? Granted, it stretches some years. I think it's like 14 to 19, but they stopped making them, obviously. Okay. They got
refresh in 17.
Refresh in 17. So that's exactly the one that I'm looking at is 17 to 19. Okay. You can get a 2017 to 2019 Rolls-Royce Wraith. Very nice spec. We're talking like almost high 3s MSRP, sometimes low 4s, depending on how high of a spec. You can get that with about, I would say, 8 to 12,000 miles. You're paying just under 200K. And then you look at everything listed at 18 to 22,000 miles. They're listed for about 185 to 187K.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a $10,000 difference on a 10,000 mile on a Rolls Royce.
Not bad.
That is not bad whatsoever.
Not bad at all.
And again, it varies by spec. Some of the hotter specs.
$1 a mile?
Is it?
About $1 a mile. Yeah.
$1 a mile to drive a Rolls Royce Wraith.
What's the dollar per mile on an Artura?
$100 a mile.
Like $3,000 a mile. Yeah, $100 a mile, literally $300 a mile.
Easily, bro. That's so bad. So think about.
So you're at $1 a mile. You're on $1 a mile on
for
a Wraith.
Rolls Royce,
right?
Like again, car guys, they know it's a Wraith, cool, but again, still respectable. If you're a young cat and you want to get women with a car, you want to pull up in a Rolls Royce Wraith? Are you kidding me? For that car, and you don't have to lose any money on it, dude. I think right now that's the best car, in my opinion, in terms of holding value where you can safely put 5 to 10,000 miles and not lose your ass on it. Rolls-Royce Wraith. Please argue me in the comments.
You know why else it might hold value?
What?
What's the new coupe?
Spectre.
What is that car?
Ass.
What is that car?
Electric.
Electric.
It's not ass. I like it a lot. But
Yeah.
It's electric. That's the
It's
problem.
electric.
Yes.
So this very well could be the last coupe with the V12
Yeah.
or an engine at all.
Think about that. So I think, again, I don't want to start getting aggressive with my opinion and say they're going to bottom and appreciate, but like in terms of flatlining, I think it's pretty safe to say that like if you can get a car as close to 10,000 miles as possible, as close to 190, you're as safe as you can be in a car right now.
Mhm.
I really think it's harder to be safer in any car right now.
Yeah, that's not a
Anything.
bad take.
Not right? It's not?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, again, apparently I have somewhat bad takes sometimes on the show. I think that's not a bad take.
No, that's not a bad take.
That's a decent one.
I'm curious. Like, it's a Rolls Royce, but is it like the least baller Rolls Royce?
That's a tough one. So like, I think, okay, non-refresh, yes, like it's bad. Non-refresh, you're driving around like a 14 Wraith, it's bad. But like, let's compare it. So you have,
You got cobalt interior, you got some things going, you
have a
pimp it
high
out a little
spec.
bit.
like I tell you what, you have a murdered out one with a colored Spirit XC. You got to color it, right? You get that, some nice dinner plate wheels and colored interior, you're chilling. But you got a black interior, base spec on the outside, stock fitment, it's going to look pretty bad.
Yeah.
So like, but the range of Rolls Royces right now, some of them they're all kind of bargains, but you have, okay, Cullinans currently, okay, Spectres. You have Dawns, Wraith. There's one more that I'm missing that I'm tripping off of. Ghosts, there it is. Ghosts.
Phantom.
That's, now we're talking about big boy, Phantom.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, that's pretty much it right there, right? Phantom is big boy. So I'm not even, that's, again, I'm also talking partly for myself. Phantom's out. Phantom's 500, 600, 700K out.
It's also the size of an Escalade.
I don't need that. So again, then for me, I would take Ghost out because I don't really want Ford or Rolls Royce unless it's an SUV.
Right. What's the point?
So that, and then Spectre's out. So that leaves me with Dawn, Wraith, and Cullinan.
Yeah.
Cullinans are starting to be at that point where they're pretty attractive, but I think like to get the right spec one in terms of like miles, like my criteria for a Cullinan is not crazy. I want bespoke audio, colored interior, Starlight headliner, less than 20K miles, and not a 2019. So as long as it's 2020, it's not too drastic, but
160.
160.
Sorry, 260.
So it kind of was, and then low key, all those cars got snatched, and now it's like 285.
Really?
Yes, for what I just named. And then the higher the spec of that individual, kind of when I go, the lower the miles under 20, like you get under 10.
Is the one gone?
Not yet, but they raised the price.
Really?
Yeah. And then then I called Homeboy and I was like, yo, bro, like, let's talk about some of the problems it had. Like, you guys planning on fixing it? Like, I'd like to make an offer on the car. He's like, well, what problem? He's like, no, we're going to leave the problems. I was like, you guys are going to leave the problems? He's like, yeah, you're talking about the dents in the back? And I was like, no, bro. I'm talking about the door and the tables. He's like, what is the problem with the door? And I had to tell him, and he's like, you know what? Let me check on that. I'll call you back. 2 days, no call back. I called him, talk about it. Like, hey, I'm interested.
Yeah.
It's been 2 days, no call back. After let me check on this issue. I'll call you back. Not even a follow-up text, nada. All I see is price raise. So I'm like, okay, interesting. I'm still hunting it.
That means they got a bunch of calls on the car.
Yes, 100%. So now they're like, whoa, what do we got? What do we got? So again, I looked at the market.
They rechecked the market.
Now it's priced competitive with the market. So there's actually another Cullinan that I like that's pretty similar, except it's white on Mandarin, and it's our boy George Saliba has it. That one is a 22. It's got 13,000 miles, white on Mandarin, same thing, bespoke, Starlight headliner. It's like what I want.
You should call him.
I kind of want to.
Say, hey, hit record.
Yep. Hey, George, turn the cameras on. It's game time. Supercar connections in the house, baby.
All right, what can you do for a fellow TikToker?
Yeah, for a little tiki-talkies.
Can you hook us up or what?
Can we have you on the podcast for some promotes and so I can get it for cheapies? They have it listed at 282. So like that car, anything under 270 would be phantasmal. But I
hit you with honestly, man, I'm in it for 168. So I got to make some money.
Yeah, I got to do something.
I could do 178.
Yeah. 278.
Jeez, I'm chopped. My bad. Cars aren't that cheap. I could do 278.
Marshall Goldman has like the most fire one I've ever seen, for me at least, but it's like a 350 car. It's matte white from factory. It's red interior. Already has like 24 Forgiatos on it, but not like ghetto ones, like really nice Forgiatos. It's like, if I can just pick, I'm getting that one. So with
360?
Huh?
You said 360?
350, yeah. So I'm like, that's just enough where I'm like, I don't really want it.
Yeah.
So partly what I'm doing is I need a write-off. So I'm talking to my accountant right now, and we're having an argument because I talked to ChatGPT about this, and ChatGPT told me something that my accountant's verifying. So the initial 179 tax code is supposed to be for any car or curb weight over 6,000 pounds. But I believe
GVWR.
GVWR. Thank you. You're correct. 6,000 pounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking it up, and I was like, oh, Wraith, Dawn, they all fit the category, right?
Mm-hmm.
But ChatGPT told me that if it's a non-SUV vehicle that has a GV over 6,000 pounds, it categorizes as a luxury passenger vehicle and then limits the write-off to $28,290. So I called my accountant. I was like, is this true? He's like, I'll get right back to you. So I'm waiting on the get back to you, because if he hits me with it's got to be a Cullinan, then my market, I'm either going to buy a Cullinan, a Urus, a Raptor R for the write-off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a Urus or Raptor R. I want a Cullinan. So now I'm forced to pay $280, $300, where I would like to spend like $220, $250 at max.
Yeah.
I would buy a Wraith like this. But now I also need a write-off. Like, I need a write-off more than I need a car that I want.
First world problems.
Tremendously. Yeah, I know, but still.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. What would you do?
What would I do?
Like, for example, you want to spend $250.
Mm-hmm.
If you want what the car you actually want is $300, do you settle for the car that's $250? Like, do I settle for a Urus Perf at $250?
Is that what a Urus Perf is?
Some nice spec ones, yeah, actually, some decent ones. If I showed you them, here's the problem. If I show you some of these Urus Perf, you're going to tell me Urus Perf, and I don't want to show you.
Yeah, you already know.
I don't want to show you.
You already know.
I just don't want a Urus.
You already know where
I don't want a State Bird in Miami. I really don't.
Yeah, that's tough. But if it's a Perf, is that different? Even an S.
Yeah, no.
You go to
S
Miami,
nice.
it is.
I have to show you.
Base Urus.
Because trust me, I was doing this today. Lauren was sending me whips. This is a
really nicely spec'd S might be your best move.
This is a Perf.
Because the Perf also has steel springs.
You're not wrong.
Doesn't have air suspension.
So check this one out.
Pretty sure. So then you're kind of in a bad. So this is an S.
It's a Perf.
This is an S. It literally says Urus S.
Does it?
This says Perf, but then that says Urus S. And then there's no carbon hood.
Oh, so they're tripping.
Yeah, this is an S.
Does it have full red interior?
Yeah, it does.
It's an S then.
Yeah.
Perf would have Alcantara. So what do you think? Like, that's what I would get if it's not Cullinan.
I like Alcantara.
You do, right?
Yeah, the Cullinan's cooler.
It is, right?
Yeah.
But that's the problem. The Cullinan, like, again, I'm being a
also
baby.
more you. What do you like?
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
What are you gonna do in this car? Drive it fast?
Lauren would drive it more than I would drive it. But it's one of those things where, again, if I want what I want, I'm spending an extra $50 that I really just don't want to spend. I'm being a baby about it, but I really don't want to spend that. And then this is the one that our boy Saliba has, the Cully. Here you go.
Okay. Silver?
It's white.
Is it?
Yeah. On Gavin Gray McDaniel.
This is they didn't edit these photos very well.
No.
It's a very muted looking Mandarin, and we know what this color looks like in real life.
Thank you for saying that, because I saw that and I went, is it just me, or is the orange just doesn't hit as much as it used to? But no, it's just the photos.
No, it's just the photos.
Yeah. Our boy Dak does the photos, though.
Is that white or is that silver?
I don't know.
It's like I can't tell if it's like a really pearl white or if it's like a really light silver.
Now that I look at it, like the way you're telling me, it might be silver. Let me look at the...
You're rapid anyway, who cares?
Yeah, no, I am, but still. So what do you think? Do you see the price on that thing?
No, what was it?
$282.
$282.
So again, 12.5 miles, not terrible. Again, the Mandarin interior, we know what it looks like and stuff. So I'm like, dude, I think this car is silver. I'm tripping. I think this car is silver. Now I'm like looking at it through a silver lens. I think it might be silver.
I don't want to I'm pretty sure it's silver.
I think it's silver.
I didn't want to argue with you too hard.
Yeah, it's
It
silver.
didn't feel worth it.
Wow. I don't know. I looked at this today. I completely looked white.
Silver on Mandarin.
Yeah, but again, I'll wrap the hell out of this thing. So what do you think?
Not bad.
Do I get this at 275 or do I get a Urus Perf at 245?
I mean, the Urus Perf is so...
So I'll show you the one Urus Perf that I'm like
I'd rather drive the Urus Perf.
You would, right?
For sure, but it doesn't feel like it fits you.
I don't think it really fits me either, to be honest with you. I think a Cullinan fits me more.
For sure.
Here you go. Look at the interior on this car. That's the sell point for you. Don't spend too much time on the wheels of the exterior. Just go straight to the interior.
Well, you know I like some bronze wheels.
I know you do. But that interior is going to sell you in 3 seconds. Less than 3 seconds.
I get there. Jeez, where you at?
Tell me when you see all that's just not everything you ever wanted. Seats, dash, steering wheel,
Red stitching.
roof, everything Alcantara. Everything. Alcantara, whatever you want to call it. Urus Perfs have underrated interior.
And
Same
carbon.
as Huracan Perfs.
For sure.
It's not forged, is it?
It makes a huge difference. It's not
does.
forged, it's regular carbon.
Interesting how they did that, huh? A lot of you guys don't know that the Huracan Perfs have forged carbon interior with Alcantara, but the Urus Perfs have regular carbon fiber.
Well, you don't know that Lamborghini developed forged carbon in Seattle at their development facility. And the
do they
Urus
do it,
Perf
Gavin?
is where they debuted that technology.
So think about this, guys. There's somebody going to comment and be like, that's not true. These guys are full of crap. They invented it by going, let's just not pattern this carbon. It's probably cheaper.
Right. They were looking for a way to make it cheaper to make or easier to make, which just means cheaper.
But if we market it right.
Lighter. And because I'm pretty sure it's just as strong and it's lighter and then it's easier to make.
They're like, if we market it right and make it seem exclusive vibes, then everyone will think our cheaper product is more expensive. And we can
Why
make
does
more
it
money.
only look good on the Huracan Perf?
The forged?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if I've seen it on any other car where I actually liked it.
Okay, hot take. You know a lot of these Manzaries that are having this forged carbon fiber? I'm not a huge fan of like the
I'm not
overdone.
It's there's way too much of it.
It's overdone. Like it needs to be subtly blended. Like regular carbon fiber is subtly blended into the paint.
Right.
I don't want forged carbon more than I have regular paint on my
A
car.
whole forged carbon hood.
Yeah,
No
no.
No
It's too
shot.
much.
Maybe the wing, maybe the diffuser, maybe the side skirts, like the Huracan.
So that was sold and then it went to sale pending. I think that deal is falling out. What do you think about that one?
Is this not that car?
I don't know.
It just looks like this is that car.
It is?
Yeah. It is that car.
I might make a phone call on that tomorrow. Just inquire, see what's going on.
It says price sold right there.
So see the sale pending?
Yeah.
That same listing used to say sold where it says sale pending.
You can call.
I'll call.
That's weird.
I'll call Nico.
Because this car was also listed at $15K
What does it
at
say
the
there?
other dealership. It says 12.
12?
I feel like this was the previous listing.
Potentially. All I know is again, Lauren's tracks out.
Because I
stuff.
searched the VIN and I found that listing, but it said 12 and I was like, oh, this is the old listing.
Right. It's a nice car.
You can call and ask.
I will call and ask. I think I'm going to I might call George tomorrow.
What about did you want to ask your question?
Oh, yeah, let's run it. All right, guys. So I actually, so this is the biggest thing, guys. I had someone ask me a pretty good question that not stumped me, but I was like, I got to think about this. So you know how we've done garage under like $1 million, garage 500K. Well, again, we're supercar based. So when you limit the budget a little bit, it gets harder. So somebody's like, what would be your garage with a 250K budget? And I went, okay. I was like, all right, we're really working me here. You want to go first?
Sure. Okay.
I changed my answer since last time we talked about it.
Can I get a 600 LT for 195?
Do you think you can get a 600 LT for 195? Be honest with yourself.
Can it be 30,000 miles?
I'll give you 200. There's not a single 600 LT listed for under 200 right now.
Okay, fine.
200K.
200,000 for a 600 LT. $50,000 for an F-Pace SVR.
I'm not mad at it at all, dude. I'm not. I knew.
Did you call it in your head?
In my head, I was like, he's gonna totally do that.
Yeah.
As soon as you went 600 LT, I was like, he's gonna follow it right back up with that. It's okay. I'm not mad at it.
That's the only 500 plus horsepower SUV supercharged V8 car you're getting under 50 grand.
No, I'm not mad at it.
I wouldn't be able to get the one I sent you.
Okay.
I mean, maybe I
Right.
could get it 4,000 down.
Well,
Seems
apparently,
reasonable.
unless he sends you
Unless they laugh in my face and go, "Oh, you think you can get 4,000 off of this car?"
It's already at 54.
Hilarious, brother. Hilarious.
Eat my ass.
Yeah, nice try. Go walking. Go somewhere else.
600 LT.
600
F-Pace.
LT, F-Pace, SVR.
It's not bad.
Jaguar,
It's really not a
F-Pace,
bad one.
SVR, McLaren 600 LT. I wouldn't get the Spider, unfortunately, but yeah, those two cars, that's all I need, baby.
It's really not that bad at
That's
all.
all I need.
Because you're maxing out the supercar slider.
100%. I don't need, what am I going to do? Try to fit 3 cars into that budget?
I mean, I have a garage. I was about to say a 3-car garage. But
I know your
I was gonna
Corvette
get
self has a 3-car garage.
I was
in
going
there.
to get roasted, but I was like, fine, I'll do something I wouldn't normally do.
And I'll say 2 Corvettes.
Yeah.
Which you won't normally do. You did it the last time.
Well, no, that's I was gonna say another two Corvette garage, but I'm gonna change. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change
All right.
it. So what can I get? You know this market better than I do. What do I get the newest gen Audi R8 for?
Newest gen?
Like whatever. What is it?
150?
150. So I got 100. Can I get an X6M? Yeah, I can get an X6M for 80 for less than that.
You can?
All right, I get an X6M. Yeah, you can.
Is that X6M like cooked?
No, it's like 15,000, 20,000 miles.
Really?
Yeah.
For 80?
For 80.
Wow.
For 80. Like a 2021, 2022. Not a 2025, 2026,
Sure.
but like a 2021, 20, you can get it for like, let's call it 90.
Okay.
So
I believe it.
I'm at 150 and 90. So what does that put me at?
You're 240.
240. I get a Miata, chilling. Clap down Miata, just send in the trash can.
Yeah, you just had to throw that in there for Cam, huh?
I got room, baby. I got room.
You won't use that 10K on mods, maybe?
All right, 10K on, I'll get a Valvetronic cat back or catless, or whatever you call it.
Well, that's
exhaust.
free.
That's true. Austin does get mad. And I would do, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's not a bad one. Audi R8 and an X6M. I could go back and forth between those cars.
Not bad.
No, not bad at all.
No, I like my garage better, but
I don't
it's not
hate
bad.
your garage.
It's not bad.
No. I think I'm going to use my
Got the
Audi
German
more than
garage.
you are. Your 600 is going to be in the garage more than mine.
Yeah, why do I always end up with a British garage?
Because that's really what you like.
I think it is.
It really is. I think this is what you like British, but you're going to lean more German as you get older.
Yeah, you know the problem?
Hit me.
British cars depreciate. And I'm at a stage in life where I like heavily depreciated
We
cars.
love depreciation.
So right now I'm gonna lean British, even though
It's not a stage.
Is it?
No, not at all. Like, again, I'm looking at a Wraith.
Sure.
That's a $360,000 car I'm going to get for $200K. That's a depreciated ass car. It's just depreciation scales. Like even SF90.
Sure.
That's a $400,000 car that was $800K.
You're 100% correct.
Yes.
I will always be in the market for depreciated cars. The market I'm in right now leans towards the price ranges of depreciated British cars. Even though the Rolls-Royce is also British, but
No, I get what you're
lower hanging British fruit.
saying. I think British cars that have depreciated, like for what you're paying for, the driving experience you get, I don't think there's really anything that can match it.
Yeah. I also think I'll always like McLarens.
I think so too.
Unless they do something like Ferrari in the future and just drive their brand off a cliff.
So it's official. Ferrari's driven their brand off a cliff.
Low key.
I think it is. All right. So now I don't know. We don't have to argue about it if you think whatever it is, but what do you think is the new supercar hierarchy now?
I mean,
Because your shirt says Lambo.
my shirt says Lambo.
My shirt says Ferrari. You guys can't see it. Check this out.
I mean, Ferrari's still got some hitters because the F8 Spider still goes for what, 450?
All right. Hold on. I'm gonna add a dynamic into this one. You only using the newest car lineups.
The newest car lineups.
Yep. So
So
anything that's not in current production, dump it.
The biggest struggle is that Lambo only has 3 cars.
I agree. I mean, McLaren has less.
McLaren has less. McLaren's not the top of the hierarchy. Unless you think so. I think
there's an argument there.
I think Ferrari's chopped, but they're still the top because of who they are. Like they're still they're gonna ride that the Ferrari clout wave until it crashes on the beach.
I think it's like we're like.
You think it's curling over? Someone's still surfing that barrel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's some older cats for sure still surfing that barrel. I think the younger people are like, what are we doing?
Yeah. So I mean, Lambo, the Revuelto, is probably the next wave, and then Ferrari and the McLaren.
Okay. I low-key disagree a little bit.
Where do you go?
I think so. Like, okay, maybe I don't disagree. I think I think more of a car. No, I'm not thinking of the whole brand. Sorry. I think McLaren has the number one car right now, in my opinion. But I think the 750 is like if you had to pick a brand new car to have, I think the 750. Not talking about depreciation, not talking about value. I'm talking about just car. 750.
I mean, that's what I would take too.
Yeah, because like even still, like I'm going to say something crazy here. I'm going to get roasted, but like the 750Ss have had less problems being brand new than the Revueltos had. And McLaren is known for having problems with brand new cars in electronics. And if you look at the data, Revueltos are terribly ridden with problems because Lambo's integrating a hybrid system.
Hybrid system. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
750Ss, as much as McLaren used to be a problematic brand, I have actually not heard a ton of negative things from people that I know that own 750s brand new. Not like people who own 720s brand new. Like 750s, I think, granted, I don't want to say we're out of the woods, but I think I think they've definitely improved a leg in their brand new cars.
How much new is the 750 over the 720 parts wise?
That's a really great question.
I think that's a big part of it.
I think it is too.
It's kind of an evolution of the car.
Yeah.
So it's only getting better.
100%.
And more reliable at this point.
And they redid all the technology in it. So I imagine in that redo, they were like, all right, let's make this a little more efficient, whatever it did. They changed the cluster, they changed the center screen. They got Apple CarPlay now, which they did not have in the
How about that?
It's not even an option in the 720s.
How about that?
So I think in all that, they did change a lot. So I think the fact that the brand new Revuelto has more problems than a brand new McLaren is, again, I think McLaren, again, brands that I'm bullish on, McLaren, Aston Martin, Lamborghini. Brands that I'm bearish on, Ferrari, Porsche. And who else am I missing in there?
Well, yeah, Porsche, the thing about Porsche is, they are the purest crowd.
Yeah.
And they're moving forward with the technology wave. They're putting hybrids into their cars.
I think also part of what Porsche is, and it's kind of like it's difficult. Again, I'm going to say this without thinking, so if it sounds bad when I say this, it's fine. I say before I think anyways. Porsche is one of the only brands that like dabbles in every market. Like they have a car that's like in the supercar market.
100%.
They have a car that's for the average person. Ferrari don't have nothing for the average person. No. McLaren, none of them do.
Porsche moves way more units than all three of those brands combined. Yeah.
Easily. So again, everything is relative. So like
for sure,
with Porsche's division of cars that are in the upper tier, again, I still think it's, again, performance-wise, track-wise, sure, stuff like that. I don't know. I'm curious to see what the GT2 RS is. I think that's going to be like because I know it's going to perform nuts.
For sure.
I know it's going to perform.
It's going to be crazy.
It is going to be crazy. I'm just curious to see, again, if they add, remember, Porsche is already known, as much as I talk crap about it, for being a rather soulless car. Is that fair?
These days.
If they add a hybrid system that they're talking about doing, is it safe to say that that's going to add more to that narrative?
Potentially.
So I'm very curious to see what people say about it.
There's a reason all of the older Porsches are skyrocketing.
Yeah. They try to kill you when you drive them.
Yeah. People are driving the new ones and going, I miss the soul.
Mm-hmm.
They go and get that.
I think right now, honestly, another good car like the Wraith, when I said one of the better cars is what we were talking about the other day is the 991.1 or .2 GT3s.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a car that you pretty safe in.
Extremely safe.
Exactly. Like
170, 180 for a .2 GT3, you are chilling. Chilling.
Right around the same price of Wraith.
Yeah. And the big cars the big thing with those is that they keep just cranking the 911 price up higher and higher. Yeah. So the more a new one costs, the used ones relatively it's a relativity game.
Yep.
It brings them up with it. And then you just have the demand continue to be for those cars because even when those cars are getting way more expensive, so people start going to the lower tier cars, and they're also just going back to those cars because there's more soul and more personality in those cars than the new ones.
Absolutely.
So there's a bunch of factors at play of why like a car like that at 170, 180 is like super safe play.
And again, they made like, okay, the 991 is from 14. I'm not talking about .1 or .2. I'm talking about 991.
991,
It's
14 to 19.
19? Okay. So you have what? What is that? 5 years of the same car, 6 years of the same car, technically speaking, like the end of 13, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, the .2 is a different engine and everything. So it is a pretty different car.
It's engine and...
It was like a refresh, but then it got the 4.0 over the 3.8.
Okay. So yeah, it's a semi-different car.
Different heart.
I guess. I see what you're
New
saying.
lungs.
Yeah. It's one of those things where like...
New liver.
So I think, again, like if we're comparing supercar brands, again, you want to throw Porsche in the mix, sure, we'll talk about it, blah, blah, blah. Not that I'm not bearish on Porsche, but I'm like, it's like, I know Aston Martin is doing everything in its power to trend upwards, and I think it is. I think it's definitely the most improved brand.
Mm-hmm.
I think McLaren is like the most bullish. Because again, think about it. If the 750s become a lot better overall cars, they might not depreciate as hard as a 720.
True.
So then imagine if you get to a point where McLaren is not known for depreciating.
Plus, if the next car is a hybrid.
It's gonna what? It's gonna blow up.
No. It'll help this. It'll help the 750 not depreciate.
Exactly.
It'll be the last non-hybrid.
I have a weird thing. Again, I think if McLaren is smart, instead of because the Artura is technically what that's for, the hybrid dynamic. I think if they're smart, they keep 1 and 1. They keep pushing 1 and 1. Don't cross them. Keep one that's just motor, nothing else. Keep one that's hybrid. I wouldn't be mad if McLaren threw an SUV in the mix. I really wouldn't at all. I don't know what it would look like. I don't know what it would be about.
It would be ugly.
Yeah, it would be ugly, but it would be fast as hell.
McLaren styling on an SUV.
I don't know how it'd work.
Yeah, they're going to have to get real creative.
Doors that go up like that?
Real creative.
On an SUV? Is that possible?
That'd be interesting.
Is that possible?
Yeah, sure, it's possible.
Dude, could you
Be goofy.
imagine?
Be goofy.
Would it though?
Yeah.
Think about it, bro. You get out an SUV, your door goes up. It's kind of pimp.
You got anything else?
Are we almost time over? Are we on time?
Yeah.
No, that's pretty much it. I think I've talked enough crap today.
Yeah. There should be some updates soon on the new dealer space.
Yeah. By the time you guys get our next Gavin and I episode, there'll be some bigger updates on the dealer space.
Yes.
So
hopefully so. By the time you're listening to this, hopefully there's updates.
yeah. Can we include a link to our dealer page on the description of this episode?
Sure.
Yeah. Guys, if you guys are in the market, just want to see what we have, ask us questions about some of the cars we have, click the link down below, check out our inventory. We have some nice stuff right now, so let us know.
It'll be growing immensely.
Yep. If you're a fan of the show, I will be more inclined to work a deal with you. So let me know, please. I will. Didn't say about Gavin, but I will.
Yeah, I'm the one that plays hardball around here.
Gavin calls the shot. So that's it.
That's it.
All right, then, guys. We appreciate it. We're Supercar Connection. We're out.